Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live, baby. And we're here live for another episode of What People, the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. Hey, man, listen, man, it's another great day on this special episode because, y'all saw the promo. We got the homie Cyphersick in the building for the day. And it's going to be a great one. Another great episode for y'all to tap into. Sorry for us coming on a little late. We had a few technical difficulties, but we are right now. So let's make it happen. So y'all know how we do, people. We got to sit up here and we got to come on, and I got to let y'all know where we at because this is how we roll. So boom, baby, we are here at the Vibe Studios 219, located at 2075 Rush Place here in Lake Station, Indiana. It consists of Ryan Reader, the VNO, what you know. Also, myself, Life Coach Jeff Rella for the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus. Smooch Wallace. Who is Smooch Wallace, baby? If you don't know him, please get to know him. And also Mary Selena K of Rock Truth Radio. We are the Vibe Studios. If you all need your podcast or your radio show produced, please call us. Let us know. You can reach out to us on either of our social medias or inquire at the Vibe Studios. Oh my gosh, I'm messing up. This is terrible. At the Vibe Studios Facebook page or Instagram page or any of our social medias. As always, I always say, y'all can Google a brother. Y'all can reach out to me anywhere. It's easy to find my number. It's easy to find my email, all that, if you want to reach out. So there it is, y'all. And also, I have to make this announcement as well, y'all, because we are covering some events. Now, this first event that we will be covering is, boom, the Forever Grateful Awards, y'all. That is taking place on, this Saturday. What is that, the 15th? 15th, this Saturday, y'all, March 15th. The Forever Grateful Awards, located at 1150 North Lehman Road in Chicago, Illinois, y'all. Hosted by Bo Deal and Sasha Gohard, right? Yes. Yeah, Sasha Gohard. So y'all check it out, man. I'll be doing live radio interviews for R3 Radio, and also I'm nominated for Best Internet Radio Personality. So yeah, man, we do some big things. We do some things around here. We just try to make some things happen the best way we can. So y'all tap in and Forever Grateful Awards from 6 to 7 p.m. will be the red carpet, and from 7 to 11 will actually be the award show. So y'all tap into that, man. And tickets are $25. They will go up the day of. Letting y'all know they will go up. So y'all tap in and be on the lookout for that. And I will also be covering Weedy Grow 2025, baby. Okay, now listen, this is Sunday on 420, hosted by Nita Waters Ministries, Inc. and Mood Changers, okay? Weedy Grow 2025, Sunday, 420. It's an adult 420 carnival and festival, food, games, entertainment, and more, hosted by, get this, D Smith. Man, that's the only time I'm going to say it that way because y'all know I don't like saying it that way, but that's my boy. So we're going to do what we make it do. And Nanette, it's at a private location. It's 7 p.m. until. They do have early bird special tickets that are available. Oh, that date is passed. Y'all can't get no early bird. I love y'all. I'm sorry. But y'all can't get them because it's passed. But y'all can hit up NinaWatersMinistries.com/shop to purchase your tickets. And I cannot forget, the sounds are also going to be ran by none other than Mr. Shy Blizz himself, the crown holder. So y'all go ahead, tap in to Weedy Grow 2025, baby. And also, I need y'all to support a wonderful business called Shantira Beauty. I had Mr. T.L. Williams on the show for Monday, and it was great. The brother came on. He talked about some things, and one of the businesses that he owns is Shatiria Beauty, okay? It is Chicago's first vegan hair care brand, okay? So y'all check them out, man. Y'all can follow him on Shatiria Beauty on Facebook, on Instagram. Check them out. That's Shateria Beauty. Okay, check them out, baby. Chicago's #1 vegan hair care brand. So, all right, y'all. I did some announcements. Y'all know how it go. Take about 5-6 minutes to get it through, get it done. But y'all know this brother who I'm about to bring on the air today for y'all. Y'all have seen him on the show early on when the brother had his first shows happening. He graced the chair, man. He sat down, and he has also seen the progression of the studio as we move too. And I'm gonna just stop talking. Y'all go ahead and say what's up to the homie Cyphersick.
Yo, what's the word, man? How y'all feeling today?
Man, the people are great. I am great. And brother, I am just happy again to have you here, man.
It's always an honor and a pleasure to be invited to the Vibe Studios, man. Salute.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And man, I wanted you to come on today because you have things going on. And as I put in the title, I had to scoop you up.
Yeah.
Because you gonna be gone.
Yeah.
So y'all don't understand. We trying to make this fit in because my boy Cypher is gonna be gone. And I don't want to talk about that much, but let the people know what you got going on, brother, so we can expound upon that a bit.
I mean, I'm just grateful to have the opportunity to be I'll be going on tour, my first major tour with a major artist coming up here, man. March 21st through the 31st, I'll be on tour with Fuego Bass, a Black Soprano family, and we're doing 9 cities, 10 days all throughout the East Coast. But we actually having a pre-start to that this weekend on the 15th. I'll be down in Austin, Texas at South by Southwest for the BSF 13th year anniversary. So Bass will be there, Benny the Butcher, pretty much the whole label will be there. So we'll be rocking out. I'll be performing there as well.
Okay. Now, see, I hope y'all understand the brevity of this. This is why I had to get this man on, because again, he is out here doing things. So Cyphersick is one of the people that y'all need to kind of tap in with. Y'all need to link up with.
Lock in, man. You know, I'm always down to network. I'm a firm believer in your network is your net worth. You know
yes, sir.
Your network is your net worth. So you got to put yourself out there and connect with other like-minded individuals that are in the same space as you, or at least trying to move towards a similar goal.
Yes,
so
sir.
Yeah, lock in with me. If you're serious, man, let's tap in. We making things happen.
Definitely. And you know, we always like to talk about success on the show. You know, this is what we do. We drop them gems for the people.
Always got to drop some gems.
Yes, sir. This is what we do. So let the people know, how did you kind of formulate this relationship with this particular artist? What made you get through the door? I know we always say it's the hard work.
Yeah.
You know, but it's something when the hard work starts to truly pay off. So what did it take for you to get into this position to where now you're on a tour with a bigger artist and you're not just doing like 1 or 2 shows? You said how many shows you doing?
9 shows.
9 shows. And that's across the country, correct?
Across the 10 different cities.
Yeah. So let's talk about that progression, brother.
I mean, man, honestly, it's still kind of a surprise to me sometimes. I don't know why I'm surprised, but like I was just saying off the air, it's still day one to me. Like every bit of success I've had, I'm grateful for it. And it's like I never had it. I'm just as hungry, if not more hungry. And I'm just as humble, if not more humble, because I know I didn't have to be in this position. So all of that to say, man, I've been nurturing that relationship with Bass. So salute to Fuego Bass, man. He from Hartford, Connecticut. I flew out to his city on 2 separate occasions. Once for his birthday bash, which was a sold out event. Yeah. I want to say it was like at least 2,000-3,000 people in that event. One of the biggest shows I've ever been to.
I like that.
By an artist that wasn't somebody who was like at the top tierest of the of artists in the industry. But man, it was like from that moment, we just built a rapport from there, man. You know, what actually happened was I didn't get to perform when I went out there the first time due to a technicality. But I kept my cool about it. You know, I didn't blow up about it. Like I was upset, I was disappointed, but I still remained professional the entire time. So what ended up happening, by that next morning, I got a call from his manager. And she was like, man, we want to make this up to you. So we're going to give you a verse, and we're going to give you a verse, like a feature, and we're going to do a video to it for you. So what would have cost me upwards of $10,000 or more, because that's what his asking price is at this point, because he got the deal. I got that for a little bit of nothing, just for what I paid to fly out there. And you know, the situation played out how it played out. So that was God who lined that up for me. And from me doing that business with him, we flew out there. We shot the video. I was in his hood. We shot it at his smoke shop in his neighborhood.
Wow.
I got to see how people in the city, in the streets out there, respect him. And it was just like, man, he treated me like a brother. It wasn't even like, oh, this is a guy from Chicago that's coming to feature with me. He treated me like one of his people, and all his people embraced me as well. So,
bro, I love that. See, this is, again, y'all, this is why I do what I do. Because I like to have people who are movers and shakers, who out here making some things happen, who not really on. And that's, again, I can say this because I'm the life coach. I ain't the artist. Y'all ain't gonna catch me singing, rapping, doing none of that. I just have y'all on because y'all are great people and y'all make moves. You know, as I continue to make moves, this brother keeps me motivated as I see what he's doing, and he says I do the same for him. And it's just, I love this brotherhood that we have between us. And like I was telling Ash before you came in, I said, man, it's like yo, you have just really guided me into some places. You have really taught me what it is to really have that time to be by yourself, so you can focus on your vision.
Yes,
So
sir.
I want to say this. How do you feel about just doing a lot of this on your own and having that push and that grind to do everything?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm happy about it. Like it's one of the best feelings I've ever had in my life because,
That
like I said, this is like I've had this conversation with you before. Like this is all I
Yeah.
ever wanted to do.
Mhm.
Once I decided that this was the path I wanted to take for a career, for my life as a passion, just in general, I never had a backup plan. So
Yeah.
being able to dive in head first the way I am now, and I'm putting all my money behind this. I accept all the risks. Like I don't have investors or sponsors, anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully one day I will, but for right now, I'm the bank, and
Facts.
it's okay because that gives me full control over what's going on. And I just thank God for putting me in the situation and putting me in the rooms with people who genuinely wanted to do good business with me and help me
Yeah.
move forward. So that's why I try to pay that forward with, my other brothers like you and D Smith and Monix and anybody who I can
Yeah.
kind of like give some gems on the other side of this thing, because y'all got the media thing sold up. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Maybe you don't know, but the Vibe Studios is
Hey.
already bigger than what you think. Just like the shop is already bigger than what they
Hey.
think. It's already bigger than what y'all think, man. God has
Yeah.
already spoken that to me for y'all. So just continue to work and do what y'all doing. And that's just how I feel in general. I have to
Yeah.
keep pushing myself and keep putting myself out there, keep exposing myself to situations where it's like, yeah, it could go left, but it's like, no, it could also go right as long as I put the right energy and the right amount of work into it.
Yes. And that's why I love what you're saying, bruh, because again, people, y'all got to understand, this is what it takes to be successful in entertainment. This is what it takes to be successful in these sectors of even radio.
Yep.
Yo, we got some stuff cooking, y'all.
Yeah.
Like cooking. Like, and it's funny how you say you know, like us is like either radio stations or personalities, we're bigger than what we think we are, because honestly, I don't focus on that.
Yeah.
Because when you build, and I know you know this, when
Yeah.
you build, things just happen to come your way.
Yeah.
Different artists want to talk to you, different people call you to get featured on your show or get featured on your music.
Yeah, absolutely.
They reach out to you because of how you've carried yourself. And brother, you have such great character. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to reach out to you to work with you.
I appreciate that, man. I try to make myself approachable, you know what I'm saying? Because I think sometimes like coming from where I come from, you can be a little standoffish. Like by nature, I'm a real laid back type of guy. But just growing up, in Chicago, and specifically like growing up on the low end in Chicago, it's just a lot of times, a lot of us walking on eggshells. We always looking over our shoulders. So that mentality, even once you get out of that life and get out of the streets, it kind of sticks with you. I got friends that aren't as approachable as me. And they want to do the same things that I do. And I'm like, bro, like some of your dispositions are going to prevent you from being able to get into certain rooms or being able to, maximize your potential in those rooms, because you're going to push people away. So I appreciate you telling me that, because that's all I ever wanted to do, was to be able to not let my past dictate my present, so that it doesn't prevent me from getting somewhere I want to go in the future, if that makes sense. That was a gem for y'all right there.
Oh, say that again, brother.
I'm gonna say it again. I don't want to let my past dictate my present and then prevent me from going to where I'm trying to get to in the future. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all remember that. Like my past is a big part of who I am, and it's a big part of my music, but that's only one chapter of my story. So the version of me that y'all see now is something I took years to build, and I put in the work in that aspect too. I had to take a risk with that too. So, spiritual health, mental health, I always preach all those things, because if I hadn't prioritized those things, y'all wouldn't have Cyphersick going on tour, 9-city, 10-day tour. Like, you wouldn't have me doing the things y'all see me doing. I wouldn't have been on Power 92 11 weeks in a row, you know what I'm saying, with my single. Like, just certain opportunities would have never come up for me, because I would have never came out of that standoffish, kind of like always guarded, type of position.
Definitely.
So you have to be willing, and this just isn't just in music, this is in life in general. You have to be willing to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, but also be willing to grow in those uncomfortable situations.
Facts, bro. You ain't spit nothing but knowledge, brother. Nothing but knowledge. See, again, this is why I love when this man comes on, because he spits great knowledge. You know what I mean? And it's always relevant to what he's doing. And that's what's great about it, man, because I can tell you living it, you staying true to it. And that's another thing that it takes, man, to be successful. You have to stay true to the craft. And sir, You are staying true to the craft.
I appreciate that.
Hey man,
Thank you.
I'm gonna get a credit in the flowers where it's due, brother. That's what I'm gonna do, man, because all y'all out here, y'all do what y'all supposed to do. You know, my thing is that's what it takes. It takes this work, it takes this dedication, and sometimes, you know, again, and I have to say this because you taught me this. You taught me that it's okay to seclude yourself for that little bit so you can build.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna be honest, brother. And listen, y'all know how it is. I'm candid. This is my show. People gonna feel how they gonna feel, but I'm gonna tell the truth. What I had to do is I had to back away.
Yeah.
And I know I had to back away because the best way to create, the best way to actually fulfill your destiny and manifest your dreams is to only have you in it alone.
Yes, sir.
And you have to add the team. You have to add the people. You have to hand pick. You just can't have. Sometimes you can respond when people want to come to you and say, I want to be a part of it. But for the most part, you have to guard that dream, baby.
Yeah. They got to be a good fit because this is precious. Like, this is a sacred thing. It's kind of like when I get on stage and there's been performances where I'll say, like, to the crowd, like this stage that we perform on, this is like this hollow ground for me, this hollow earth for me, like this consecrated with blood, sweat, and tears and broken dreams, because there's a lot of people who want to do this and they got up here and they didn't get the response that they wanted, and it just shattered it for them, and they didn't know how to, you know, kind of have more of a Teflon skin and keep pushing forward, use it as fire. So I use that example because that applies to everything. Like when it comes to the dream, whatever your dream is, it's a sacred ground. So you can't just let people come on. Anybody can't just walk on this ground if they not worthy. I mean, this is what it is. If you're not worthy, or your spirit ain't right, you know what I'm saying, you out of sync, you know, you're not quite in tune, we not quite gelling, you can't be a part of this thing, man. This thing of ours is special and it's sacred. So I agree with you on that.
Yes, man. Yes, because a lot of people don't understand that part, man. I understand the value of team.
Yeah,
I understand the value of everybody coming together to make the pieces fit.
Yeah,
but like you said, if you're not meshing well, if you're not gelling, if people have shown you things, is that you don't love them any less.
Yeah, no, it's no
you don't love them any less. No love lost. It's that in order just to complete the vision, the pieces got to fit and it's got to make sense.
Hey, just salute to Benny the Butcher, man. He said his last album was "Everybody Can't Go." And that was the message of the whole album, because this is when he signed his newest deal to Def Jam.
Okay.
And took the BSF movement to Def Jam. So it's I resonate with that, not just because I'm a fan, but because I believe that I'm of the same mindset.
Yes.
It's a lot of people that I've wanted to pull up with me in this. I'm talking about from when I started doing this to now. Like, it's a lot of people. I know some really dope, talented people, from artists to just songwriters who aren't artists, but they can create records for artists.
Yeah.
Videographers, just a lot of people in the entertainment industry, but they don't have the right mentality, or dare I say the right spirit, to walk in these rooms and maximize their potential in these rooms. Like I said earlier, you'll come into the same rooms with the same people you, me, and Ash, and other people that we know see, because we outside and we working.
That's true.
And they won't get anything out of it. They won't get any of the benefit that we get out of it. No one will remember them. If they do remember them, it's for a bad reason, which is, like, you know, now more so putting them in the mindset to not work with them.
Yes.
So
I agree, man. And man, I'm telling y'all, man, pay attention. Just pay attention. Again, I gotta keep reiterating this. This is why I love it when this brother comes on. Like, it's just that, you know, it's that it oozes out of him. That wanting to be successful, that drive, that dog mentality to just go after what's right in front of him. It oozes out of this brother. If y'all ain't heard none of his music, y'all need to listen to his music. If y'all ain't seen none of his posts, y'all need to pay attention to this man's posts. If y'all don't even know where he gonna be at, you need to find out where this man gonna be.
Oh man, I could tell y'all where I'm gonna be at since we've been talking about the tour. Let me tell you what cities I'm gonna be at.
Let them know.
So starting, like I said, this weekend I'll be in Austin, Texas for South by Southwest at Tellers. It's a very well-known venue out there, music venue. Because South by Southwest is down there every year. Like, that's the city that hosts it every year. And man, it's gonna be a dope event. So make sure if y'all in the Austin, Texas area, or just in the surrounding area, man, y'all pull up. Saturday night, man, between 7 and 2 a.m., man, and come kick it with me and the real Sopranos. The whole BSF will be there. But outside of that, I'll be on tour with a member of BSF, once again, Fuego Base. That we're going to first stop is going to be Boston, Massachusetts. That's on the 21st. That's the first day of the tour.
Okay.
And ironically, we'll be performing on Blue Hill Avenue, which is one of my favorite movies, which is also based in Boston, Massachusetts. So that's just like kind of special for me. That's a me moment, because I say, man, that's one of my favorite movies, bro.
Definitely.
But yeah, so we starting off there. Then we'll be going to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is like a couple hours from Philly, or it's not too far from Philly. Then from there, we'll be in New York for 2 days.
Okay.
And then after New York, we're going to, I believe it's Providence, Rhode Island. And then I also know we're doing Waterbury, Connecticut, which is like 45 minutes from Hartford. That's like right there where Bass from. He from Hartford, so it's like 45 minutes from there. He does a lot of shows out there. Then we'll also be in I feel like I'm forgetting. I know I'm forgetting some cities right now. I know I got the whole list.
Man, if you got to pull it out on the phone, pull it out.
Let me pull it out on the phone.
There you go.
I want to make sure I'm completely accurate with y'all on this one. So let me go.
Yeah, you get it right, man. Because again, you moving.
Yeah, and I want the people to know, if y'all in any of these places under the sound of my voice, make sure y'all pull up, man.
Come on.
Okay, so here we go. So yeah, we doing Boston. Like I say, Boston, Massachusetts on the 21st. The 22nd is Lancaster, Pennsylvania. 23rd will be in New York. 24th also in New York and Brooklyn. 28th, Providence, Rhode Island. 29th will be West Springfield, Massachusetts. The 30th will be Waterbury, Connecticut. And then the last show will be in Portland, Maine, on the 31st.
See, that's what I love about this, because my brother, okay, again, pay attention, people. He is branched out of the city of Chicago. Let me talk. He has branched out of the city of Chicago. I ain't saying that Chicago can't do it for you. But what I'm saying is everybody has a baseline. You have a starting point. You have a place. You have to work within your area and know the people in the area that can elevate you and push you to that top. So now you get to a space and you get to a spot to where you are just like this man. You are networking with people who, I might add, are ahead of you. You can't, it's very hard to move forward with people that are on the same level as you.
Yep.
He is ahead of him. And he nurtured the relationship. I'm just trying to give y'all the play-by-play if you're missing it. He nurtured the relationship.
Like, we got each other personal phone numbers.
Come on, personal phone numbers. And on top of that, he said he didn't get the chance to perform the first time. And did not. Let me say this, because I have been out and I've seen some people lose their composure over performances.
Yep.
I know the person's name personally, but I'm not going to say his name. Some of y'all might have witnessed this. We saw it. I know I saw it too. But he did not lose his composure. Okay? He kept it together. And Fuego Base's manager reached out to him to make it right.
Yep.
So I just really hope that some of y'all out here are paying attention. I hope that you listening. And if your heart posture ain't right, get it right today, because we trying to tell you how to do it, baby.
And it's just a bigger picture, Jeff. I think,
Talk to him.
Like I said, I'm a human being just like all of us. So of course I felt, like I said, I was disappointed, I was angry, I was upset, but I tell my people all the time, and it might just be because I've been in therapy for like so many years now, but we don't have to act on every emotion that we have.
Can you say that again?
Like we don't have to act on every emotion that we have. Like, you can have it, it could be your truth. It's not something that someone can take away from you or refute, but you don't necessarily have to move on it, because if that was the case, bro, if I did that, not only would I not be here sitting with you beautiful people having this great conversation, I probably would have been out the game of life a long time ago. I'd be in a box, either in the ground or behind a wall somewhere, behind a prison wall somewhere. So it's like, we just can't react because we want to react for the sake of reacting. Sometimes you got to humble yourself and bring yourself down back to level 1 and say, what can I do to fix the situation? If anything, you might not be able to fix it all. In this case, I didn't have to fix it. The universe rewarded God rewarded me for the way that I handled the situation, and they reached out to me, and that relationship has been great. I got his manager number too. I can call both of them, and they pick up the phone for me anytime. If they don't, they call me back.
Can I tell y'all?
You know,
if you ain't catching nothing from this, oh boy, I told y'all it was gonna be good. I told y'all it was gonna be good. Sometimes y'all see, y'all was showing me all this birthday love, but see, I think some of y'all was just kind of upset because it's like y'all wasn't paying attention to the actual like video. Some of y'all was, because I see some of y'all popping in and out. You know, some of y'all was out here, but for my people that really need to hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
the people that really need to hear it. And once again, I say it because I put the accountability on the people. Some of y'all really need to hear this because it's a reason why you can't move. It's a reason why you can't be as successful as you want to be. It's a reason why you happen to be stuck and you think that there is no movement in the city of Chicago. There is movement in the city of Chicago. My boy, I'm not even from the city.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I see a lot of y'all with talent, and I can count. I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna be very honest when I say this. I can count on one hand, maybe two, of the people that I've come in contact with that are making moves outside. I'm not gonna name them. You just happen to see one because I got him sitting in the chair. You know, and let's not get it twisted. I've had other people who have sat in the chair who have dropped y'all these gems. And who have gave y'all some keys to and gave y'all knowledge of how to break out of this monotony, you know? Because at the end of the day, like I always say, this right here, what's happening between us, this for my boy, so because he want to let y'all know where he going. But see, he is also humble enough to let y'all know some stuff too, because he is experienced. He has lived, he has seen, and he also knows that it's enough food and enough seats at the table.
Oh, yeah.
For not just himself, but for each and every one of y'all that want to get out there. Oh, boy, okay. I had to say my piece was good.
Hey, no, you did. Hey, get your piece off, brother, because this is what I love about your platform and just you in general is that you inspire me and you inspire people. Like, I mean, just by profession as a life coach.
Yeah.
You're supposed to help guide and motivate and push people through life in a positive way.
Yes.
So just off the strength of that, when we first met, I was like, I think I'm gonna like him just because you're the first life coach I ever actually met. I've heard of life coaches, but I never met one. So then the more I got to know you and sit on different platforms with you, the platform with So, talking to you on platforms with the Shop Boys, like, and then we got our own personal relationship outside of that. It just became more apparent to me. I'm like, yeah, what this brother does is really inspirational to me. So I connect with people like that. Because one of the big reasons I do this is to inspire other people, whether they do music or whatever it is they do. I want people to just jump off that cliff, take that leap of faith, you know, make a calculated leap, but I still want you to take a leap of faith and put yourself out there and pursue your dreams and never give up, man. Because a lot of people just, the pressures of what we do, whatever it is, it dissuades people from continuing. It stops people or discourages them, you know, and they dissuade themselves from wanting to keep chasing their dreams. And it just couldn't be my life. So I always want to try to put that energy out for the listeners and the viewers and the fans and the supporters. Man, I appreciate everything y'all give me, but I want you to get that same energy to yourself.
Facts, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, hey, man. And it's, man. And it's a lot of love being shown in the comments, sir. Yeah. It's a lot of love being shown in the comments.
I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for sure, man.
Telling you, because people are paying attention. People are looking. And see, the thing is, that's why, like I said earlier, I had to say this earlier, how I don't pay attention to that stuff. We don't pay attention to that. All we know to do is just work. We know we have to do something.
Show the work, man.
Show the work, bro. Because there's going to come a time when you can only do so much of this.
And we know some good talkers. We got some slick talkers, especially in the city of Chicago.
Oh, come on, man.
We got some slick talking people in Chicago, man. They can talk.
Yes,
they can sell salt to a slug. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
ain't it the truth?
But at the end of the day, it's like eventually you're gonna have to produce something that that's meaningful,
Yes.
that's of substance that matters.
Yes.
So talk is only cheap, but action is paid in full. You know what I'm saying? What you do is what you do is like it's gonna cover everything. People gonna remember that more than what you said. So I could say a lot of dope stuff on the platform. They're like, oh man, I'm dropping gems, but if I'm not living it, if I'm not practicing what I'm preaching, if I'm dropping it off and I ain't even picking it up,
come on.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
like then people are gonna notice that, and that's what they're gonna remember. They're not gonna care about what I said. They could be like, man, that boy Cypher ain't about nothing. He talking about, man. So I appreciate that y'all have been following my journey for the time that y'all have, and you see the consistency, you see the growth. My narrative ain't never changed. The goal ain't never changed. We like I told Ash earlier, we pivoting. Sometimes the plan be this the 6-month plan. By the time we get to month 4, we got to pivot and adjust, but we still got the same goal. We just can't go about it the same way we was originally planning 4 months ago. So that's the mentality I'm always in.
That's true, man. Y'all got to learn to be adaptable out here, people.
Yeah,
be adaptable to the plan, because you can't trip out just because you didn't get what you want the first time.
It may not work out the first time.
There you go. It might not.
Now we recalibrate and attack it again. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Oh, wait. Again, the cup is being fed so much, y'all. Y'all don't understand. The cup is being fed so much. So with I want to ask you this too. Okay. We know you got Weedy Grow coming up as well.
That's correct, yeah.
And with Weedy Grow coming up, let's talk about that real quick. How did you link up with Miss Nina Waters?
Oh yeah, so Nina Waters
Mood Changes.
Mood Changes. Salute to Cherie Sloan. Salute to Nina Waters. So funny enough, Cherie Sloan is the reason I met Nina. And it was so funny because she just has been like this humongous supporter of My Radio Chicago and all of because I'm kind of like an extension of My Radio Chicago. I don't have a technical job there or whatever, but that's my family. Yeah, everybody there is family. I'm a shop boy. Blizz, my big brother. Me and BB have a lot of very introspective conversations about life. So a lot of the platforms over there, I'm very well connected with. Yeah. And, she was supporting everything we was doing, like anything My Radio Chicago. She was on all the lives. And I remember she just started promoting the events that we were a part of that My Radio Chicago was throwing, the shows. And so that made us take notice to her because none of us knew who she was. But she just took it upon herself because she was so enamored and so in awe of what we were doing, and she just like, man, y'all are really dope. Y'all got dope artists. Y'all got a dope platform. Yes. I'm gonna promote this. I'm gonna tell people. I want the people on social media to know what's going on. So that's how it started, and we just all started rocking with Sharice and Nina from there. But funny enough, one day I was at an event at the Wild here up north and found out that Sharice actually knows some of my family.
Oh, wow.
So like she's like very close with some of my family that's out, my extended family outside of the music thing. So yeah, we kind of like gelled even more from there. Like now we have a more personal relationship outside of where I met you from, because my people that ain't got nothing to do with music, they rock with you and they got mad love for you.
Oh, that's dope.
And my people don't, we don't just love anybody. Like it's certain people that God pulls in our life. And if you around and we love you, we gonna love you hard. So if they already vouching for you and I was already having my rapport with you, now we really gonna be locked in. So that's how we got locked in, man. And then Sharice is just one of my biggest fans. Her and Nina listen to my records all the time. Like I say, they always promoting. So when she hit me up and said, are you available on this day? I was like, yeah, my calendar open right now. And she's like, yeah, I need you for Weedy Grass.
That's dope, man. See, it's like you just never know. Just never know who
it just happened on Facebook, bro.
see, social media, the power of social media.
Like, salute to Mood Changes, though. I appreciate them for real, because they've been rocking with us ever since they first discovered me and anybody else that's on My Radio Chicago.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. It's a big shout out to Nina Waters and Sharice Sloan, man, because I will also be covering that event as well. So you got two people, man. We in the building, man. Yeah, we showing up and we show out. That's just how it is.
And that's WrestleMania weekend, so my energy gonna be real hot, man.
Oh, man. Okay, I'm ready for it. Yeah. Big dog, I'm ready for it.
My energy gonna be real hot because I'm be in that mode,
Heck yeah. And also, I want to know, aside from the touring, Weedy Grow, the events, do you have, first I have to ask you, after Weedy Grow, do you have any more events?
As far as what's on the docket right now, Weedy Grass is at the end of April. A few days after that, I will be going to Houston, Texas for Ken Folks album release party. Salute to my brother, man. He's dropping his project. I'm on the album. Dope. And we'll be performing the record down there because he's gonna do all the songs from the album. And we also be doing some community work while we're out there. During that weekend, we'll be passing out some bag lunches and waters and supplies and stuff to the homeless in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
So we'll be doing that, and then immediately after that, in May, Mother's Day weekend, May 8th through the 12th, I'll be in Miami, Florida. Me and Shy Blizz and 773 Every Promotions will be shooting a video during their 773 Every Promotions takeover of Miami. We'll be shooting a video to Radio Bounce, the single that was on the radio for 11 weeks on Raw Radio.
Yes,
so we'll be shooting a video to that.
Look at this brother.
June, we doing back to Atlanta for Juneteenth Festival again, like we did last year. So I'll be down there. July, I'll be back in Atlanta for the Fleet DJ Conference.
Okay.
That's what's on the calendar right now. I'm booked all the way through July. So
man, I wasn't ready.
Out of town. We all out of town stuff with it.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. And once again, people, all out of town things.
You got to move around, man. We got to expand the brand and cultivate your fan base at your home in your home city. Absolutely. But you have to realize that your home city is not your core demographic. Like it can be, but for most of us business owners, most of us entrepreneurs, most of us creatives, the larger audience that you're seeking to tap into is somewhere else. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Most of my streams now, I definitely get a nice number of streams in Chicago. I definitely get a nice number on the East Coast and stuff like that. But most of my streams come from overseas. Like right now,
really,
my record with Fuego Bass is getting streamed the most in Tokyo on Apple Music.
Wow.
It's getting Shazam the most in Tokyo. So somebody's playing it out there. They're like, hey, what's this song? And they're putting Shazam up to figure out what the song is. So tap into these out of town and overseas. That's the next goal for me. I'm just going around the states right now. My next goal is I'm out the country with it. I got a passport. Let's get it. So if you want to book me to come out the country, let me know, because I got a passport, man. What's up?
Come on. See, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That right there. And also, let this be a lesson to y'all too. He is also paying attention to his audience, his numbers, and he is making calculated moves based off of who he is reaching.
Got to.
That's awesome, man. And y'all heard Megastar come on this show and tell y'all how to do this. Y'all heard and see, it's been a while since he been on here. That was the summertime.
Hey, salute to Megastar, man.
Salute to Megastar and Mina, Miss Mina Brown Diva. They do things. They do a lot of things.
Yeah, they be outside.
They be outside. They be outside when I be trying to stay inside.
Hey, I know exactly how it be. Trust me. The other thing I want to shout out real quick too, man. Salute to Chicago Getter, man, for shooting a video to my record Game Time off my second album with 2 Official. My Time too. We just shot that at 312 All-Star Celebrity Basketball Game.
Okay, that's what's up.
So that's coming soon. That's in the chamber. And then I have a video shot by APJ Films for my song with Chicago legend Vic Spencer that'll also be dropping soon for Realest Alive, my first single off our third album, me and 2 Official doing, which is My Time 3.
Okay.
So we got the trilogy. The trilogy is almost complete, man, and we just rolling out the content now. So
okay. Brother, what are you not doing?
Man,
what are you not
sleeping?
Doing? Sleeping. Okay. The brother just ain't getting no sleep. Well, you need, and we talked about this before, brother.
Yeah.
We know how we can be up working and doing stuff. We got the ideas. I've been catching up on my sleep. Now you telling me you falling back, brother. You got to get that energy up.
Oh yeah, no, I've been doing good leading up to the tour.
Okay,
because I know this is gonna take a lot of energy and it won't be like a lot of rest because like I said, I'll be doing a different city every day. The only city I'll be in consistently will be New York. I'll be in New York for 2 days. Okay. But every other day of that tour is a different city. So, I'm on the road every day. Like I said, I don't have a team. I don't have a tour bus. I'm out here by myself, just on the road. You know what I'm saying? And this is something I try to tell people too, is that sometimes God will send you on a journey by yourself because he wants to see how badly you really want it. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. There are some people I know that would have gotten the same opportunity, and if they didn't have somebody to drive them to all them cities, if they didn't have somebody to make them feel like the superstar that they are and they married, that they trying to manifest, they just wouldn't have did it. And I'm like, look, bro, I'm just a dude from the low end, bro. I know what it's like to live lavishly, but I know what it's like to grind and hustle and be on the road just like a regular guy. So I say, man, we finna just get out here and get it. Ain't no excuses. Ain't no time for excuses. Ain't no time for waiting. The time is now, seizing the moment now. So that's what I encourage everybody to do, man. Never fall back on opportunities like this, man. Do whatever you got to do to make it happen. And that's what I did. I put my own money into this, Jeff. I got all the time, but I didn't calculate how many miles I got to drive between every city. How much gas I got to I got to use. Like I got all of that, all of this logistical information that most people reach out to their manager. They be hitting somebody like Ash to tell them this stuff. No, I already know it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, whoever ends up being my team later on in life, they ain't gonna have to do a whole lot, because it's like they're gonna really be trying to stop me from doing stuff, because I've already been doing it. I'm already used to coordinating that, talking to other artist managers, talking to promoters, talking to DJs, talking to A&Rs at record labels. Like, I'm used to doing all of that already. And I'm not saying this to boast y'all. I'm just letting you know that, like he said earlier, I'm experienced in this. I'm lived in this. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. This is my life.
Come on. And see, and yes, anybody who is out there listening, who is taking any type of offense to this, that's why the man is on the show. That's why he's sitting in the chair, so he can talk about himself and what he doing. I'm gonna let you just cooking, brother. You cooking with all type of grease. It's hot. You got the sauce. You stirring. You adding ingredients. You ain't took nothing away, because this is perfect. This is perfection at its finest. And again, if y'all not willing to accept that, y'all don't have to go at Cypher. Come at me. Just come at me. If you don't want, because my boy is telling the truth over here. Everything he is saying is the whole truth. Yeah, everything he is saying, he is living and he is doing. And if you don't like it, I suggest you go out and do what he doing.
I just saw a quote from Jay-Z, man. He was doing an interview, and he said, he's like, people can talk a good game, like we were saying earlier, but what have they done?
That's it.
That was the question. He was in a room full of people.
He
posed that question. He like, what have people done? He's like, I can tell you how many people I kept out of jail this year.
Yeah.
I can tell you how many people I gave opportunities to this year, how many people I fed, how many people I stopped from being homeless. Like, I can tell you exactly how many I've done. That's how I feel. Like, not to say that I'm counting what I've done for people, but just so people have this understanding that when you have done a certain amount of work and you put that work in, it speaks for itself.
It does.
You don't even really have to say nothing.
Come on.
But a lot of times people always want to talk about what they're gonna do or how it should be going for them. It's like, no, what have you done to make it go that way for
Come
you?
on.
I done been in situations like I did my first show with Sean Dale. Salute to Sean Dale, man. We went out to Phoenix, Arizona and did a show with Project Pat, and he literally gave me the superstar treatment. When I say he made me feel like I had a record deal, he made me feel like I was Project Pat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about, I got valet parking my car right at the front door. My car is literally right at the front door. As soon as I come out the club, my car is right there. I get in, I got a whole section right next to some of the most famous people that was there. Like, I wasn't sitting too far from Pat, wasn't sitting too far from Paris Bueller, one of the biggest producers from Chicago.
Wow.
And I'm talking about, we got food, we got drinks, we got everything that a lot of these artists and a lot of these people who have these egos feel like they should just be given all the time. And I never let that go to my head. So every time that man saw me and every time I did an event with Sean Dale, guess what he did?
What'd he do?
Give me the same treatment.
Come on.
Now I be getting into events where he just put me on the guest list because I have built that rapport with him.
Come on.
And I've done good business with him, and I've shown appreciation for what he's done for me.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of that people think you got to kiss somebody's feet or kiss the ring or something. Like, it ain't that type of situation, bro. Like, sometimes you just got to know who the tastemakers and the playmakers are.
Yeah.
And if you really want your name to resonate and ring, and you know you dope, like, you know you talented.
Fact.
You know that you are talented. Now you need to let them know that. But you also have to let them know that you capable of doing good business, that you're a good person, like you say, character.
Yes.
I never wanted the content of my character to be different than what my message is on when I'm on these podcasts or these radio shows or in my music. I want it all to make sense. Y'all want to see me. I want you to see me, and it's all cohesive.
Yes.
So you can't be living. We can't be living one life and then preaching another. But more often than not, a lot of people do. So, you know, if you was mad before, you're gonna really be mad again. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. If y'all was mad at me, if you was mad at Jeff or anybody who walk in this path God gave us, if you were mad before, are you gonna be really upset later? I'm just letting you know. So prepare yourself for it.
Big mad.
But God bless you though.
Ooh, baby. Man. Woo! My boy. See, y'all don't understand, man. Y'all don't understand, man. See, I can keep this going forever. And because what this brother brings to the table, what he brings to the table is a level of consistency. It's a level of not just talking, but doing. And if he is gonna talk, it's gonna be shortly matched with the action. Shortly matched with the action. And man, I just have to tell you, we ain't even ready to go yet. But I just have to salute you again, sir. Because brother, man, this is why I love doing what I'm doing. This is why I put so much of my heart and soul into this. It's for brothers like you, man. It really is. No shade to nobody else, everybody else who'd have been in the chair. I done gave people some opportunity to get exposure to my audience, to let them know, say, hey, you might have some music out, you might have something, somebody might want to collab with you. I tell them about my Radio Chicago. I tell them about some of my people that I talk to, even farther out on the west side. I don't know a lot of people on the west side, but I got a few people that's doing some things that's connected to the west side that can help you. But it's up to you to take advantage of it. It's up to you. I'm just merely a vessel because I've networked with some great people. And shout out to Shondell, like you said earlier. He gave us our start for the Vibe Studios. My man has really, and I'm going to say this, my man has personally been helping me out to really help me navigate this path of radio. And how I can really be grateful and successful. So
I was so happy that y'all connected with him, like that relationship started to build.
Yeah,
because y'all have something, like I told you before, that is unique that other platforms do not necessarily have. It's a certain perspective. It's a certain quality. Like I said, when I came into the Vibe Studios first time, I said, man, this is amazing. Like I'm not used to I can count on one hand literally how many studios I've come to for a radio interview or podcast, and they had the level of quality and the setup and the ambiance and then just the feel of the conversation. So I feel like y'all have a unique product with all of that. That Shondell, he saw the potential in that as well. And I'm just glad because he's the right person to put y'all in rooms with some of the other movers and shakers, even beyond him, that's bigger than him. And just look at some of the rooms y'all been in and the celebrity talent that y'all been around in just a short amount of time. So
very true.
So I was very happy for y'all with that, man. Salute to Shondell, bro. He really is the mayor of Chicago. He really do put on for the city. Even if you ain't from the city, if you working in the city, if you politicking in the city, he gonna put on for you as long as he know you a solid person.
In Exhibit A, I am not from the city. I just been politicking.
We claiming Jeff at this point. Don't listen to him. We claiming him. Jeff from Chicago at this point, bro.
Thank you for Chicago for showing me love. I appreciate it because y'all show brother some love, and I say it all the time, man. Like I never really knew how Chicago was gonna accept me. I never knew the type of open arms that they will have because I am doing something different. I'm not just a podcaster. I am a life coach.
Yep.
And I do, I want to make sure that I represent not just myself in a certain way, but I want to make sure I represent y'all in a certain type of way. This is why we have different conversations when y'all come on my show.
Yeah.
I've had time to look at some of the platforms. I've had time to look at what some of the people are putting out there. And I said, you know what, just what if I had a platform where I could just kind of do things a little different for them?
Yeah.
What if I can provide something where it's a little more thought provoking, where you could come on my show and you don't have to quote unquote act a certain way.
Yeah.
You don't have to put on a persona. Like when we gonna really have deep conversation, you can come on here and express how you feel with no judgment. And honestly, if it's something we take, that you'll never know how some of these guys kind of feel about certain things, because sometimes I take that flack and I'll express it. But it just so happens to be I feel the same way.
Yeah.
And because I really want y'all to get the information where you might be offended by somebody else, like the artist saying it, I'll tell y'all the truth. I'm going to just tell it because that's what y'all need to hear. Y'all need to get to a point to where y'all hear the truth, or where y'all hearing somebody from like a Cyphersick Bishop, okay? Y'all hearing somebody from like a Born Rich. Y'all hearing from somebody like Shondell. I even had the opportunity to interview Shauna at the put on event that they did at Simeon Alumni Village. Yeah, I was up there, man, and you know, it's stuff like that when you have opportunities. You can't pass up on it. The brother said earlier, don't pass up on opportunity. He said, when certain things are right in front of you, you have to take that leap of faith. It still has to be calculated.
Yeah, got to be calculated. Yeah.
But it's a leap, yo.
Because, brother, I would have never even knew that. Salute to, like you said, Shauna, man. Salute to Shauna, man, the queen of Chicago, man. Hip hop, bro. Just, I would have never knew that woman knew who I was if I had to took the opportunity to do that first show with Shondell.
Come on.
For me to, regardless of, you know, however I got into the event, for me to be a part of something like that was for the culture, that was in the city.
Yeah.
That was like, you know what I'm saying, that area I was vet. I have a lot of history in that area.
Yeah.
Because where the Simeon Alumni Banquet Hall is, like low key, like that's up the street or a few blocks up from where one of the places I was homeless once growing up.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? One of the bandos I used to live out of back in the day was right up the street from that place.
Wow.
So can you imagine what it's like for me to walk into a room that's blocks away from some place like that, and then I see somebody who I grew up listening to and idolizing. As soon as I walk to the door, she knows my name.
Yeah.
And this is my first time meeting her. She's like, oh no, I know who you are.
Wow.
You know, so like, man, salute to Shauna, man, and just salute to all the people in the city who really have embraced me. Because at the end of the day, I was gonna do this whether people liked me for it or not. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love this so much.
Yeah, fact.
I could have been the most hated rapper in Chicago. I would have still did it because that's just how much I love doing this.
True.
But just for the love and the support and the embracing I've gotten, not just from people like y'all in the media and people I've established relationships with, but also like my peers and the people that are like above me, like you said, or ahead of me. Like, she a legend. And for her to even acknowledge me, man, bro, it was crazy. And then I've done multiple events with her since then. I've seen her in the streets multiple times, and I had never run into her before that.
Oh, wow.
What's the odds of that after the first time I meet Shauna, now I see her not all the time, but quite often.
You see her often.
I'm seeing her often because we in the same rooms now. Like, it's just, man, don't get me started. I'll ramble on, but it's just a blessing, man.
This is your hour.
For real.
This is your hour. You can ramble on as much as you want to.
I appreciate that. But I want to be able to have that. I love when we able to bounce the thoughts off of each other. So that's why I want to get back to you. So.
Oh, definitely. But now, brother, everything you saying is law. Everything you saying is crucial. Everything you saying is very key because y'all, again, this is just what it is. This is the truth. This is what it takes. And if y'all not willing to put in this work, if y'all not willing to put in this time, if y'all not willing to just make a few sacrifices, because I'm gonna be very honest, it's looking at it, you think it's a lot that you have to put in.
Yeah.
But what I've learned is when these moves are calculated, like we said, you start to understand that there are certain places that you have to be in, and there are some places that you could just do without.
Yeah.
Like people would tell me, Jeff, you got to be outside all the time. No, I don't.
You just got to be at the right places.
I have to be at the right places. Know that the right people are there that I know I can network around. You said earlier, if you know the power players.
Yeah, and the tastemakers.
That are in the vicinity and that are at these certain shows. And brother, I ain't even reached the tip of the iceberg of the people. It's people that this man was telling me about. Yeah, that I didn't even know.
I introduced you to some new people almost every event.
Yeah, this brother introduced me to new people because believe it or not, y'all, I'm growing out of that, but I was very shy to talk to some of these people. And then when you walk up to them and say, "Oh yeah, I heard of you," I'm like, "Oh snap, okay, I didn't know we was making this mark out here."
Yeah, definitely. So, word travels, man.
Oh yeah, so it's great. So I gotta also show some love to the city because I'm telling you, my man say I'm from Chicago now.
I'm saying we claiming them like
Chicago is
like,
claiming.
We like he affiliated. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I tell people. Sometimes you might not be from somewhere or you might not be like directly a part of that clan, but you could definitely get affiliated. Cause like it's no different like when I went out to CT. Like, you know, they know I'm a Chicago guy. Like they know, you know, we got the way that we talk that's different than the way that they talk. So I'm hearing they lingo, and understanding what they saying, and they hearing what I'm saying and understanding what. So we're communicating in two different ways that are somehow finding a middle ground.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying, and then that's like I say, they embrace me because it's like I could have just been some dude that they thought was from out of town that was just out here to capitalize on their mess, but it's like no, they saw me for. Not only someone who respects him and respects, you know what I'm saying, the work he's put in. I'm in his neighborhood and I'm like, you know, just walking around and I'm looking around and I'm seeing what's happening. I'm like, bro, it's like being in the hood where I'm from. It's all the same thing.
It's all the same thing.
It's all the same.
Because I tell people, you just got to be relatable to everybody.
Yeah, you got to be relatable, man. Yeah, and you got to be able to blend in. Like I feel like if you use the term chameleon, sometimes people look at that like you're being phony, but chameleons aren't phony. Chameleons are themselves. They are what they are. They just know how to blend into different environments. It's a survival mechanism. They blend into different things in the environment to avoid predators. So if you apply that to us as humans, we supposed to be chameleons so we could blend into different environments so we could fit in those spaces, but also it protects us from the dangers in those spaces. So that's why I done went to different cities and I done went to the hood. Like I don't just stay in tourist spots when I go out of town. Yeah. So I done been in the hood and I'm always, you know, watching my surroundings and making sure I'm on point, but I'm never worried. Like I'll be out of town with some people that just be so concerned about oh man, we out of town and we in the hood, bro. You ain't just concerned we in the hood back home. Like, you know
there
what I'm
it
saying?
is, right?
I'm like, it's the same thing. So it's like
Exactly.
the same rules apply, the same logic applies. There might be subtle differences depending on region, but overall it's the same thing. So I just feel like people have to open their mind up and not necessarily consider a chameleon, meaning like you being phony. Because I've heard people say that, I'm like, no, bro, I'm proud of being a chameleon. I'm glad I can blend in with the white people in the board.
Come on, dog, ain't it?
I can blend in with them there, and I can also go to the trenches with them guys, and they respect it too. And I blend in with them. Like, that's not something everyone can do. So that's a blessing, man.
You ain't lying. You know, I gotta give a shout out to Rachel L. Gary real quick, because I would have never known, because she says I'm now family. She says she been watching me since Dope Living TV. Now, if some of y'all don't know that I was on Dope Living TV, that was the first podcast that I was on in terms of trying to get exposure. They highlighted me as a life coach. I had a segment called the 1 Minute Thought and everything. Shout out to Greg Gray. He is my mentor. I just actually talked to my man yesterday, and I want to tell him the moves that I was making. He said he always proud of me, but I feel like, you know, man, when you have a mentor, you got to share those accomplishments with people in the direction that you're getting ready to go in.
For sure.
And man, Rachel, that just really warms my heart for you to leave that comment on here today, because again, you don't ever know who's watching you.
You really don't, man.
And you don't know that she caught me from the beginning, bro.
Like I told you off air, those kids walked up to me at the 312.
Tell this before we get off there. Please listen to this.
So yeah, I was at the 312 Music Awards All-Star Celebrity Basketball game this weekend, man, at the Salvation Army in Inglewood, which is another place I have a lot of history. It's so ironic because I grew up in Inglewood when I moved from the Lower. I used to live right down the street from there on Damon.
Yeah.
So these kids literally walked up to me after me and Trojan got through shooting one of the scenes for our video, and they was like, man, can we take a picture with you? And they dad was there too. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, of course. But it was so weird because it was so random. And then so some of the ladies that was with me had asked them, like, oh, because they was like, oh, that's so cute. They was like, you know who he is. Y'all know his music. They was like, yeah, we listen to his music. And man, we took pictures, bro. And it was just dope, bro. I can't even lie to you. It was totally unexpected.
Yeah.
Caught me totally off guard because kids are not my demo.
Yeah.
And it's just like to know that they've been seeing me on social media and been tapping in. Like, it's just, man, it was an honor, bro. I swear I was humbled. It made me feel so good on the inside to have somebody. And then for they pops to be there too. And he was acknowledging me too. And he was honoring too. So he might be the reason they listening to me. I don't know, because he's probably around my age. But
yeah,
it was just dope, man. I really appreciated that. That was an experience. I think I'll remember that for the rest of my life. Like, for real.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I'm telling y'all, man, see, again, this is why this brother is here, man. He doing things, he making moves, and man, and Cypher, it's always a pleasure when you sit in the seat. I know you are a busy man, but I need you to come on more than just one time for the year, brother.
Okay, yeah, we can make it happen,
man, because these people, they need to hear more of what you're doing. They really got to hear about your accomplishments, because you are one of the few that I said I can count on one hand, maybe two, of the people that I know that are actually really making moves in the city and outside.
Hey, we just getting started, man. So yeah, if y'all like what y'all see now, just wait. We got some more stuff in tuck. You know, I told y'all a fraction of what's going on. I ain't tell you everything.
Oh, I love it.
We got to keep a couple things in the tuck, man.
Come on, man. I love it. That's what I like to hear, baby. That means he keeping y'all a little thirsty for a little more out here, man.
Yeah, we got some surprises on the way, but I think y'all will be happy, and I'll definitely be back before the year's over. I got some time. I made this happen. Me, just so y'all know before we get off the air, man.
Come on, let him know.
Jeff hit me up and said, man, bro, I would do whatever I got to do to move it around, man. Let's make it happen. Because all the dates that Ash sent me, I could not do none of them dates. He called my phone, say, bro, can I get you this year? I say, yes, I will make it happen. Let's just figure it out. And we made it happen today. So, man, just thank you for the invite. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Just sharing your platform with me. And yeah, anytime you need me, I'll work it out. Let's make it happen.
Man. I'm gonna make this one last announcement, then because I want to end off with you announcing your social medias and everything. I don't want to make sure I step over that, because I'm about to just let the people know what's happening tomorrow. Now, listen, y'all done heard. Okay. Y'all done heard the man Cypher on here today. Now we're gonna have another brother on tomorrow for another special edition show. Taco is gonna be on tomorrow. Now we got him coming at what time? 7 tomorrow, right? 7. So from 7 to 8, This is going to be the Jeff Relaford show on Biggs Radio Chicago, WCHI Biggs Radio Chicago, okay? Taco was coming through, and he is another one that I had to get because this man is also going to be out as well. So again, I'm giving y'all a double whammy. I'm giving y'all 2 days, okay? 2 days of greatness here because these brothers are moving, they are shaking, and they're doing things outside of their city. So please, if you listen to today's episode with Cypher, I had to come out with high energy to start off with. I had to do this because I'm trying to prep y'all for this, and then we got Taco, and then y'all can do whatever afterwards. Still tune in. What I mean by whatever afterwards is go back and watch these shows and tune into the new shows. But
salute to Taco too, man. That's my boy too.
Come
man.
on.
Salute to Taco, bro. I appreciate everything he doing, and he's an inspiration too, man. So salute to Big Homie, bro.
He really is. So like I said, I want to end it off like this. Go ahead, let the people know where they can find you, Big Dog, and I'll close out.
Man, y'all can find me everywhere at CYPHERSICK. You can also check out my website, which is www.cyphersick.com. And if you're on the East Coast, man, catch me in one of your cities, man. I'm in your city probably, man, in the coming weeks. Let's get it.
There it is. All right, and it's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live with Cyphersick in the house. And remember, as always, redirect, regroup, refocus. And I love y'all so very much. And as always, y'all, peace out.